Hey, shalom, shalom, brother Bakwash, back on that scene, back on that social media scene. Got something on my mind. Got something on my mind. You know, I was reading this article and they talking about another stimulus check possibly for 2022, and also if you didn't get a $1,400 stimulus check last year, there's a possibility you could recover those funds. But here's the thing I was thinking about. I was talking, when it was giving out those stimulus checks some time ago. I remember, people complaining, not complaining, but critiquing what people, meaning our people, were doing with their money. And I remember clearly people were running out of department stores with big screen TVs. I remember brothers and sisters buying footwear, meaning sneakers, $150, $200 and up. People were joking on social media, talking about women getting their hair done. People buying clothes and jewelry. In certain cases, people were buying cars. I don't know how they managed that. That's beyond me. But you had situations going on like that. But I said it time and time again, and I'm going to continue to say it, that us as a people, we are financially illiterate. Meaning the same way a person can't read, the same way a person can't do basic math, we are illiterate when it comes to finances, how to manage our money and how to invest our money. And in most cases, I would say 85%, maybe even 90% of the cases, we are weak when it comes to saving money. And then even among us who know the knowledge and know the judgments of the Most High, we have fixated our minds to believe that it's wicked to save money or to invest money in a system that's ordained to be destroyed by the Heavenly Father. So shaming tactics come from the left and from the right, from fellow laborers in the faith. And you're left stagnant and frustrated, and in certain cases even envious if someone is prosperous or smart or know how to manage or wield money. Today, you have to be very smart when it comes to who you discuss finances with and who you invest with, because everybody is feeling the hardship in Babylon today, meaning America. Everybody's feeling the hardship. I saw a video with a brother critiquing the conscious community. And one thing that was stated was that you'll have a lot of brothers judging other brothers who are trying to come together and invest. But usually those attacks or critiques come from broke brothers. And I find that to be true, not just among the conscious community, but among all communities that consist of people of color. In other words, if I have $5,000 and you have $5,000 and we have two friends that have $5,000 and we choose to use that money to, let's say, go into real estate, you'll have other brothers and sisters who will attack our idea solely based on the fact that they don't have money. Solely based on the fact that they don't have money. And I find it to be very true. This is why situations like this, you invest with brothers who are like-minded like you. And let's say you lose your money because we're in a time where inflation is just off the charts, and they're predicting they're predicting a serious crash right around the corner. But let's suppose you lose your money. How bad off are you going to be if you lose your money? At least you have the comfort and the choice and the will to take in your spirit, at least I tried. You can say to yourself always, at least I tried. To say, at least I tried is better than to never tried at all and be sorrowful. That slavery did a hell of a thing to us, man. That slavery kicked our asses. I know the time is short. I know the judgment is coming. The clock is ticking. Clock is ticking every day. But does that mean to just keep focusing on the sky and not do better for yourself? Does that mean to live in a crappy apartment, eating crappy foods, driving a crappy car if you have a car? Live around crappy minded people and not even try to make better for yourselves? I have an issue with that. I have an issue with that. They say regret is one of the worst spirits you can be in. It's one thing to try and fail, but to regret or be in a state of regret, it's a terrible place to be, because you didn't even have a car in the race or a horse in the race. You didn't even try. All you did was blame the white man, blame slavery, blame the black woman, blame your father, he wasn't there, blame your mother, she didn't support you, blame your wife, she didn't support you, blame the kids, I had too many kids, blame the boss, he fired you. The point I'm making, you have to try, and everything is worth a try or at least an attempt to be better for yourself while we are in captivity. Being poor sucks. To lack sucks. It sucks to lack. Well, the Most High talked about your daily bread. Is always opportunity, even in a bad situation, looking you in your face. And sometimes it's the very brothers and sisters that's around you that's holding you back. It's the very brothers and sisters that's pumping doubt in your mind. I'm not saying a man or a woman has to be rich, but you can be comfortable, or you can be in a better situation that you're in. My thing is not to be rich, it's just to be in a better situation than you're currently in. Where's the sin in that? Anyone who tells you that that's bad or tries to persuade you to go the opposite of up or better or in the direction of progress, you don't want to be around that brother or sister. But it says fourth stimulus check, 2022, the $1,400 payment and offer in the U.S. in 2022. There's specific criteria to get the 2022 stimulus check, and we'll tell you how. So I read through this article. It doesn't seem very promising, but Who knows? It says to collect a $1,400 stimulus check payment to start off the year, start off your 2022. There's a specific criteria to follow to obtain that check in the United States. Here in this guide, we explain all you need to do. According to the U.S. government, parents of newborns or foster or adopted children 2021 through 2022 will have a stimulus check benefit in 2022. Part of the government help will go either a new dependent or a parent of a child who was born in 2021. I don't know. That just seemed like they're going to make it more difficult to cash out. Everybody had a free run last year or the year before. Everybody was happy. They was getting free money sitting on their asses, but now it's gone now. Now you got to scramble to work. And I was reading an article yesterday, and it said how a lot of people stack that money in order not to go back to work. They're doing little things at home and working here and there just not to go back to work. Maybe they're trying to avoid the jab. I don't know. Maybe they just don't want to go back to work, which was smart, which was very smart. But I bet you a lot of those people were heathens. I bet you a lot of those people were heathens. Our people are very foolish. Our people are very, very foolish and emotional. And you know, and those of us who are in the knowledge, we forget that we're slaves. But just because you're a slave doesn't mean you have to be financially illiterate or stupid. It doesn't mean that at all. Doesn't mean that. I bought some what is it called? GameStop. It's a trade. I did a trade on a stock called GameStop. They deal with video games and all that crap that these young kids like. Well, older people too. But I've been holding it for a while, and it goes up and down. And I cashed it out at what I cashed out at? I got like $120, $120. And if it goes up to it definitely goes up to way past $120 occasionally. But let's say it goes up, $50. I'll just cash out and I'll make $100. So I did 2 shares. I just moved 2 shares. But let's say it goes up, then that's money to be made. It's at $126.64 at the moment. That's what it's at now. But my point is this. This is my point overall. You got to train your mind to learn something. You got to operate in captivity to do something if you have children. If you can't compete with the heathens, you can learn from the heathens to make something happen. And to my surprise, there's a lot of brothers and sisters who are very knowledgeable in areas of finances. I don't care how bad things get in this country. Where there's a will, there's a way. And if it's of the Most High Spirit, you can make something happen for yourself and your family. You very well make something happen for you and your family. This particular stock went up to $500 at one time. It was a scandal behind it. But I'm just saying, if you had money to invest, or let's suppose you held on to those stimulus checks over the years, you could have invested in this or some form of crypto to make something happen for yourselves. Everything doesn't have to be the white man and what he's doing. Everything has to be pertaining to righteousness, but there's no evil in being wise financially. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. Study history, but study finances as well. Study your Hebrew, but study finances as well. Study prophecy, but study finances as well. It's not a sin. Here's some advice to you younger people who are coming into faith, men and women. Keep a part of you in your travels in the Most High, meaning when you assemble with brothers and sisters. Keep a part of you that's separate from the brotherhood. Keep a part of you, sister, that's separate from the brotherhood. So when it's time to make a move, you're not caught up so much that you can't think for yourselves, figure things out for yourselves, or even break off when it's time to make a move in the spirit of the Most High, when he's calling you or pulling you, but rather you're being pulled the wrong way by men. Invest your money, but keep your investments to yourselves. And be around brothers and sisters who think and operate like you. Everybody doesn't know Wall Street, so every brother's not going to be a Wall Street person. Every brother and sister doesn't know construction or real estate or how to flip houses. But if you say, let's say hypothetically, you study those things, and you hook up with brothers and sisters who know those things, trustworthy brothers and sisters, you don't have to incorporate everybody in Israel in your business affairs. Be smart. Be smart. Be wise. And serve the Most High in righteousness and be blessed. Just because we're in hell doesn't mean you can't make moves and do certain things. This is Brother Bequest. Signing out. Just something on my mind. Shalom.